Hi, it's Martin. Welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's is Vlogtober episode 4, I think. I should check these things before I start recording because I just jump in, I'm like, episode 4? I think it's episode 4. So welcome. I'm loving Vlogtober so far, getting to chat about what I've been up to and film a bit of progress. So it is currently Sunday. And we've not long got up. It's about, it's about 11 o'clock. We've been up a couple of hours. Have some coffee. And thank you for all the love on the Alexandra Palace, Ali Pali Toft video from Saturday. That was so much fun to go and see the exhibition. So today's video is going to be a diary check-in point covering Sunday, Monday, and probably Tuesday as I continue to work through the first clue for the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along Twists and Turns. That's why you're all here, I know. But also, the Vlogtober is a bit of a chatty style. So it's not just me sitting down chatting about twists and turns, it's about what I get up to during October. So this video might be a slightly longer one than the Ali Pali one, for example, because it will cover a couple of days. And I'm going to start with an unboxing because I've bought some yarn. Yes, I know, but there's a reason behind me buying this yarn. So I'm going to share that with you. So I hope that you enjoy this video, and yeah, I'd love to know, as always, what you think in the comments below, and I can't wait to carry on doing this week's clue on the shawl and then sharing that progress with you. I've now done 4 full repeats of the pattern and I have to do 11, and then it's the final section. So I'm not halfway yet, but I'm hoping to get halfway today, Sunday. We've got nothing to do, bit of a lazy day. But before I show you a bit of twists and turns later, I thought I would do an unboxing. And the reason I'm doing it here is because it's so beautiful. And I didn't want to open it. So I follow a lady called Bex, the Pigeon's Nest on Instagram. And this isn't a sponsored video. I've bought this kit. I saw Bex, who's known as Pigeon, so we'll refer to her as Pigeon. I only know her name is Bex because I looked up on her website. Because I thought, I can't really call her Pigeon, but then apparently if you read the About Me, she's Pigeon. So I found Pigeon, the Pigeon's Nest, through Kitey, I think it was, of the Yarn Whisperer. They're very good friends. They go to yarn festivals and things together. And I was looking for pumpkin patterns. So, you know, I'm making my 12 birds of Christmas, and the birds are going to decorate the flat at Christmas time. I made some Easter chicks and some eggs at Easter, obviously. And I thought about it for a while, and I'd like to have some like little crochet items around the flat that kind of just gives a bit of theme in throughout the year. So I wanted some pumpkins. And I saw on the Pigeon's Nest Instagram the pumpkin pattern. So, oh, that's really nice. So I downloaded the pattern. So we've got a lovely autumnal fall picture. And the pumpkins look super cute in lots of different colours. And they look like they're going to whip up really quickly. So I bought the pattern. And then a couple of days later on the Pigeon's Nest, I saw that Bex was selling kits. But the kit was to make a cowl. And one of the kit options is a one-time only. It only happens in October every year, and you can get a pumpkin spice latte inspired palette. Haha, methinks. I don't need any more crochet projects for cowls and knitting projects and that kind of stuff, because I've got a lot of knitting and crochet projects on the go. But what I could do with is a colour palette to make my pumpkins. There's Mark. He's been making bread. More bread. He has an order from my mum and my brother and sister-in-law. So he's making more. And I haven't really got that much orangey brown wool in my stash. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have to really go like deep stash diving to find some yarn to make the pumpkins that I want to put around. And then I saw the pumpkin spice latte colourway and thought, oh, I could buy the kit but not make the cowl and I could use the yarn to make pumpkins. So that's what I'm going to do. So I just love the box. Happy post inside. Grab a cuppa. I love the motivation. I can't read it backwards. Grab a cuppa, open for creative joy. Go on, get started. I've already opened it. And I opened it and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. Look how neatly wrapped. So I'm going to spin the camera around and then I will do the unboxing and I will show you what we've got. So you open the box and look how beautifully wrapped. I almost don't want to unwrap it. Oh, I might be able to rewrap it. So within the box, we have Pigeon herself, happy hooking pigeon, and a little, because this is a kit, so we've got a little needle then, safety first, on the back of the postcard. Then we have the pattern for the, oh, I can show you the front. It's no reveal. So you've got the pattern. And you can see that it would be a sort of granny type pattern. And then we've got all the walls. Look at this. And look at those colours. So I think we're going to get some awesome autumnal pumpkins. And they're not, I really like the fact that they're not all orange, and we've got a bit of a selection, because if you've been here for a while, you know that our flat is non-standard colourways. So like at Christmas, we have blues, yellows and greys rather than red and green. So I love the fact that we're going to get some really cool autumnal palettes of colours. So this is an acrylic wool blend yarn, and all of these have been hand wound by Pigeon to create the kit. So there's enough yarn here to make the snood. There's 200 grams of yarn, and of course, because it's a kit, I've also got a crochet hook, so there's another one to add to the collection. And yeah, so I just wanted to show what a cute little package it is, because I think it's really important to support small business and share the love when you have a great product. And as I said, not a sponsored video. I bought the pattern and I bought the kit, but I just think it is super lovely and I really appreciated it. So I hope that you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of that and you don't mind me sharing. I'm going to pop the details to the Pigeon's Nest website and Instagram below. And if you want to go and check them out, please do. So there we go. That is my live unboxing. And now, after that, I'm going to finish my coffee and I'm going to make a pumpkin. So at some point I will show you. Mark said to me yesterday, as we were coming back from London, he's like, where are we with these pumpkins then? Where are we with is Mark's way of passively, aggressively nagging. Because he knows where we are, because he obviously hasn't seen any progress. So him saying, where are we, means, is this coming up your list? And then he went, oh, there's only 20 odd days left till Halloween. Yes, there is. So my plan, because I haven't got enough on with all the other things I want to do, I'm going to try and hook a pumpkin a day. And I'm going to do different sizes. So like that is a 4mm hook and that's double knit yarn. But a couple of them, I might hold them double and use a 7 or 8mm hook to make a slightly larger pumpkin. I might try and, it'll be quite a tight gauge, but I'll go down in hook size to a 3, for example. So I'm going to have a go at making a couple of pumpkins every day, or one pumpkin every day. Let's be fair, I'm not making 2 a day. But there are also within the pattern small, medium and large. So I think just by making a small, medium and large in DK, I'll have a range of sizes. But I think if I double up some of the yarn, I can get bigger ones as well. So we've got a few different sizes. So throughout Vlogtober, you will probably also see some pumpkin action happening. as we try and decorate the flat for the fall. I much prefer calling it the fall. I'm not American, but I don't know, the fall just sounds so much more romantic than autumn. So I'm going to go, and I finished the 4th pattern repeat, as I said, on the twists and turns. I don't know why. It's not a cowl, is it? It's a shawl. But I'm going to go and have a break. My arm is okay today, touch wood. But I'm going to try and not do too much in one sit-in, which I think was my problem on Friday. So I'm going to go and hook up a pumpkin. Different action, different hand. And yeah, I'll be back in a bit and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, it is now 6:30, still on Sunday. Spoiler alert, I'll keep saying this as I did in the other videos. When I'm going to show it off, I'll say spoiler alert in case there's some of you watching these Vlogtober videos that don't want spoilers. So, spoiler alert, this is where I've got to. So I have just finished the 6th repeat. I'm not worried about these little holes because Stephen had these, and in the next step, they will disappear. But they are a little bit loosey-goosey where I'm doing the yarn overs, not yarn overs, where I'm doing my make one left and right. But I'm okay because and he actually says, we'll hide them. So I'm not worried too much about those. And I'm not worried about them, but I'm saying them in case any of you doing it are worried about yours, because I've had a little practice. He's in the bedroom. I've had a little practice and I've done the bit, and they hide. It's fine. He still doesn't want to know what happens. So yeah, so this is 6 of 11. I really love this central slip stitch kind of effect that's running up the chevron. And it's quite wide now. We're growing. But there we go. I'm worried about finishing this week. I've worked it out in my head. It was about 90 minutes a repeat. So I timed myself. Of course I did. It's good blog content. And an hour and 33, call it. So yeah, about 90 minutes per repeat. So yeah, I've worked out then, if I want to finish the clue by Wednesday, I need to do 2 repeats. I needed to do 2 more repeats today. 2 Monday, 2 Tuesday. And then I can then finish the final bit of the clue on Wednesday. And because I think you've got to do like half a repeat. So I needed to do 2 this afternoon, because I did a few this morning. So I've done 1 of the 2 just now, which is the one I timed. So I'm going to do another one. So I will do my 2. I might see then, my hand is okay at the minute. I'll see how I'm going and what the time is. So if I do another one now, that'll take me till 8 o'clock. I could probably get another one done. We've put the crown on. We're rewatching it before the new season starts in November. So I might get 2 more done today, but I need to do at least 1. And I'm breaking my knitting down. You know I love to do this. I like a plan. So in order for me to finish on Wednesday, I need to do this, this, this. That doesn't stress me out at all. It gives me structure. I know some of you now are going, no, that's not fun knitting, that's stress knitting. But to my mind, that is fun knitting because that's organised. Because I know if I do one more today, I'm okay, I'm on track. And if I do 2 tomorrow, I'm on track. That doesn't stress me out. So I'm going to do 1 and see if I can maybe, even if I just do a couple of rows and I start and I don't get a full repeat done, I'm still slightly ahead of schedule. That's my plan. So this is going to be it for Sunday. I've been sitting down in bed watching The Crown. I need to stand up and stretch and so back to work tomorrow, back to the office. So my knitting time will be dependent on what time I get up in the morning. I joked about my pumpkins. I probably should do a pumpkin if I want to do those. And I need to do a bird. So I might do non-shawl knitting if I do wake up early. If I don't, they're frivolous things. They're not important. If they get done, they get done. If they don't, I'm not bothered. So I will get back on the shawl when I get home from work tomorrow. So I will leave you now and I'll hand you over to him coming up next, which will be post-work Martin. Hi, it's Monday night. I've come for something sweet because I need a bit of sugar. Haha. Monday night. I've done one repeat tonight. By the time I finished work, I got home, did a bit of knitting. Feeling very tired. We had some tea, mushroom risotto if you're interested. And then I watched a bit of telly, let my dinner digest. And then I've just finished the repeat. So I've done one repeat, plus I did do 4 rows because yesterday I didn't finish a full repeat. So if I'm to stay on track to finish by Wednesday, I've got to do another repeat tonight, which I'm not gonna pressurize myself. We're watching a TV program, Married at First Sight. It's trashy, but I love it. So I've got another half an hour to go on that. So I'm going to do at least another half hour of knitting, which will probably be 2 or 3 rows. So I'm going to make a start on the second repeat. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say really for Monday night. You know this is a real behind the scenes blog. There's nothing shiny and Instagrammy here. Will I finish by Wednesday? Who can say? I've just reread the pattern and there's still quite a lot of knitting to do. So I've got to do another 3 full repeats of the 8 rows. Then I've got to do another repeat of 7 rows. Then the final row is just a normal row. I'm taking the stitch markers away. Then I've got to do a bind off, then the magic technique. I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it. The pattern is amazing and I'm loving it. But now this is it's late on a Monday night after a busy day work. This is the behind the scenes realism of the MKAL. But rock and roll here. I've just got myself a Muller yogurt. Cold rice pudding with custard for those of you not based in the UK. It's one of my favourite. Mark hates it. It's very nostalgic, reminds me of my childhood. Cold rice pudding at my grandmother's, random. So yeah, right, I'm going to eat my rice pudding and then I'm going to carry on with some knitting. I'm not filming anymore tonight. I'll be back tomorrow and I'll tell you whether I did a whole repeat or just a little bit. Hello, me again. Funny that. It is now Tuesday. And Mark isn't here. He's gone to Brighton with work for a conference. So I'm home alone until Thursday. And interestingly enough, as an aside, I've now got Thursday off work for a knit day. Genuinely, because I've got an all-day meeting on Monday. And Monday should be my non-work day, so I had to move it. So I said to my boss, could I have Thursday? So instead of being off now Monday coming up because I have to work, I'm now off Thursday, which means I'm off for Clue 2. Woohoo! As an aside, so that will be exciting. So Mark has gone to Brighton with work. It is 6 o'clock, Tuesday night. I've just got home. I have 2 rows to go, I think. On last night's, I need to do 2 full repeats. 4 rows to go. So when I do the next 4 rows, I've then done 9 of the 11 repeats. So if I'm to stay on track, I need to do my 4 rows and then I need to do 2 full repeats, which is 8 rows, 16 rows. And each 8 row, as you know, is now 8 rows, as you know. 8 rows, how you know? 8 rows. I literally feel like delirious with this now. Is 90 minutes. So if I do my 2 full repeats, that's 3 hours. 6, 7, 8, 9. So that takes me to 9 o'clock. Then my 4 rows will take me 45 minutes. So that'll take me to like 9:45. It's 6 o'clock now. I haven't done any chores. I've got a list of things like empty the dishwasher, do some washing, put the hoover around. And that doesn't involve me eating. So it's going to be a push. But we're here for a challenge. Come on. So I'm going to go, because if I'm chatting to you, I'm not doing it. So I'm going to go and make a start on I might try and plan it. If I do my 4 rows and then I start the next repeat, I can then start my tea. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go do my 4 rows and then I'll be back with a few little time checks, I think. I will update you as at end of tonight, because then in theory, I've got to get, if I want to finish, I really want to finish by Wednesday, because I want this video up Wednesday at 4 o'clock. This isn't going to work. No, because by the time I finish work, I'm not going to get this done and loaded by 4 o'clock tomorrow. I'm babbling. I'll be back in a bit. It's crazy and chaotic. What more can you expect? So I've come to the realization that I'm not going to finish. I'm enjoying it and I want to continue to enjoy it. So it is now 7:30. I've spoken to my parents on the phone. I've had a little potted around. I finished the 4 rows that I didn't finish yesterday on my plan. So I've got 2 repeats left to go. So I will absolutely get a full repeat done tonight. I might even get 2 repeats done tonight because it's only 7:30. I haven't had my food yet. It's in the oven cooking. Mark's not here. I don't tend to fall asleep. It's weird. And if he watches this, he'll tell me off. But when he's here, I tend to fall asleep watching telly. I guess it's a comfort thing. Whereas when he's not here, I find it really hard to go to sleep. Go figure. So I will just keep knitting until I get tired. And then I'm not going to make a mess of what I've made. So I'm going to continue knitting this evening, and then I will check in with you tomorrow morning, which you'll see coming up now. And then that will be probably the end of this video, because, as I said, I don't want to stress knit. And I just think it's going to be, I might be wrong. It might come up now and it might be, oh, look at this. This is amazing. But I'm not going till the early hours. I want to continue to enjoy it. I will finish it before the next clue comes out, because I've now got Thursday off. So I will finish it tomorrow night, but I want to get this video up about 4 o'clock Wednesday, which means I need to finish by 4 o'clock Wednesday if I'm going to finish the clue, and I'm just not going to do it. So I've just decided, as I was finishing off those rows, do you know what? Vlogtober is a long month. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I will be finished before the next clue, and I will show you in a minute how far off I am, and we'll wrap this bit of Vlogtober up. But, yeah, it's our hobby. We're going to enjoy it. And Irina's already won this week. It's 1-0 to Team USA. Irina finished yesterday. I'm going to have a head start on next weekend's clue because she's at Rhinebeck this week. So I'm going to get more knitting done this weekend than she will. So Team UK, we got to pull it back. But anyway, I'm going to go and finish my tea. And I'll show you how far I get in a moment. Good morning, good morning. It is 8 o'clock on Wednesday. And I'm admitting defeat, as I said last night, for this week's clue for this video. In my head, it was all nice and romantic and it was all lovely and I was going to get it all done and have it finished well ahead of time. I can show you the final piece and yeah. So all the bits you just watched have come true. It's fine. I stayed up until nearly midnight. Yes to knit, but I was watching telly, and I generally didn't feel that tired. I felt like I was still enjoying it. I was just sitting there watching some TV, watching a mini-series. So I just carried on until I felt tired. So spoiler alert again, it is now growing considerably, and I have 2 rows left to go on the main colour. So I'm on this dark chevron. I've got 2 rows left to go, and then I finish the 11 repeats. So I'm nearly there. So I'm 2 rows short of my own self-imposed target, and yeah, it'll be fine. So I've got work today, and then I'll finish work and I'll do the next piece of the repeat, and then the cast off, and then the twist. So Vlogtober episode 5, I think, will start filming this evening when I hopefully finish the clue, or maybe tomorrow morning I'll film it. It depends on the light. I'll obviously want to show off the completed week 1. But you'll see my completed week 1, hopefully, touch wood, any trauma permitting, in the next video. So, yeah. And I think this is okay, because this is the behind the scenes, what's Martin knitting during October. I've not really made any progress on any of the other things that I wanted to do. So I would quite like to do this tonight and get it done, so I can then at least have a little bit of crochet time to do a bird, for example, and also do a pumpkin. Neat segue. I started this video with the unboxing, and I said I was going to make a pumpkin a day. I've made one. I think that could be the thumbnail. So I've made 1 pumpkin. So I'm going to say I'm technically 2 behind, because I should have done, it's only Wednesday, so I should have done 1 yesterday. And yeah, but it's fine. Like, these are so little, they'll get done. They're just little fillers. And I joke, the most important thing is the shawl, not these little pumpkins. But I have made a little pumpkin with a kit, and it's just the cutest little, yeah, I love it. This is the small size, so I will make some more. I'll do a medium and a large at least. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to wrap this video up there. This has obviously covered Sunday to Wednesday. The next video then, I might do a bonus episode tomorrow and pop one up tomorrow night, a mini episode that shows off my finished week 1 and my immediate thoughts on clue 2. I might do that rather than leave you until Sunday, so that you can see my finished clue. And then, yeah, there'll definitely be one, probably Sunday, Monday, that kind of covers the weekend's knitting. We don't have a lot on this weekend, so I'm hoping I've got some good knitting time, but more on that in future videos. So thank you for joining me for more Vlogtober madness. Some mild peril again in this episode. Will he finish? No, he won't. And yeah, thank you for being here, and for all of the love and the growth in our community. All you new subscribers, you are so very welcome. Thank you very much for being here and joining our madness. I really do appreciate you all being here and supporting me. If you haven't subscribed yet and you've just found me, why not? It's free to join. Click that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about what I've been up to in the last few days. So I hope if you are knitting along, then you are still enjoying it. I hope if I've talked about anything in my video that gives you comfort or stresses you out, let me know in the comments. If I can help, of course, I'm happy to try. Thank you also to all the views, all those of you who've tagged Irene and I on Instagram. It's been great to see your completed clue 1s, and also there's a lot of you out there. I put on my Instagram stories last night that I wasn't going to finish, and it's probably my most replied story too. Loads of you are the same. I think it's just the binding off and the casting on, having to do that every 4 rows. It's just slow. So I'm definitely not the only one, although I will get finished, I hope, touch wood, in time for clue 2. But yeah, embrace your pace, as Stephen says, and it'll all be fine. Let's just enjoy the process of this wonderful shawl design that we've got coming up. So definitely leaving this there now, wrapping it up, gonna edit this and get this up and then off to work. So I will be back maybe tomorrow with a bonus episode, but I will be back soon. So until we speak again, happy crafting.